Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and as I promised you guys, my next review would be for another movie review. And, yeah, as I said, my next review would be for another movie review. So today, I went to the theater. I was really looking forward to seeing this movie. I have wanted to see this movie for quite a while. Ever since it came out last week, it's been getting rave reviews. Just really great reviews, and I've wanted to see it since the trailer came out. It's actually been one of my most anticipated movies of the summer. Definitely one of my favorite movies. You know, one of the movies I want to see the most this summer. Definitely. Basically, yeah, so I want to see this movie today, and that movie is Guardians of the Galaxy. I have wanted to see this movie for so long. I was really looking forward to watching this movie. And, so yeah, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. And overall, what did I think of Guardians of the Galaxy? Guardians of the Galaxy is a masterpiece. I love this movie. It is probably my second favorite movie of the year. Absolutely love it. I don't know if I like which one I like more, Guardians of the Galaxy or X-Men Days of Future Past. Probably Guardians of the Galaxy, but I still love X-Men Days of Future Past, but I still can't figure out which one I like more. But they both will definitely be in my top 10. Guardians of the Galaxy, though, is one of the most original, revolutionary movies for Marvel, because the first time I heard about it, I thought, what the fuck, that's a horrible idea, especially because of, like, what the movie's about. But let's just get to what Guardians of the Galaxy is about. Basically, our main character here is Peter Quill, played by Chris Pratt. He is an outlaw who is, you know, he's one of these outlaws, basically, he's trying to steal this thing called the, I don't remember what it's called, but he's trying to steal this orb, on the Nova Corp's homeworlds, and basically, well, when he was really young, he was, this is not a spoiler, because it happened in the very beginning of the movie, he was abducted from Earth by the, Ravagers, who was a group of, space pirates, led by this guy, Yondu, and 26 years later, he goes on the planet, Morag, and he starts stealing an orb, and he's intercepted by them. He ends up going to prison, along with a couple other people, Gamora, who is, you know, someone else, Gamora, Rocket the Raccoon, Groot, and also later Drax. Those are the people he ends up going to prison with, and they have to team up together because Gamora was actually sent by, this guy, what's his name, Ronan. Ronan wants to take the orb for himself. He wants the orb, and they need to keep that orb, make sure it does not fall into his hands. They need to protect the galaxy, and they ultimately become the Guardians of the Galaxy. And, there's more to that, definitely, but that's basically the plot of the movie. I don't want to give away anything else in the movie. It's not the easiest movie to explain, really, in my opinion. It's extremely easy to understand, but the plot's just very confusing. It's not really confusing, it's just hard to explain. Let's get to this movie, though. Basically, though, you know, this movie, the plot right away intrigued me right there. I love the plot of the movie, and one of the things the movie does so well is this is not a movie really to be taken all that seriously in most of the movie. There's one section that, yes, it is supposed to be serious, the beginning and something towards the end, which I don't want to spoil. But, let's get to the acting of this movie. The acting of this movie is probably some of the best, acting I've seen. Sorry, guys, my nose. Ugh. Got an itch on my nose. The acting in this movie is probably some of the best acting I have seen in a Marvel movie. Definitely some of the best acting I've seen in a Marvel movie. First of all, our main lead here is Chris Pratt as Peter Quill / Star-Lord. You know, that's his name that he likes to be called. He is absolutely fantastic in this role. So funny at points. So funny. He had me dying laughing at one point. There's this one scene with Gamora. There's this one scene. One of the things I really loved is he likes to carry around this like tape recorder basically, or a tape player, a cassette player, whatever you call it, and it has his mother's favorite songs of the 70s, and he likes to carry that around. There's some very funny scenes with him and that cassette tape. Definitely, it's very, very funny to watch. I thought he was very, very good in the movie. Just really, really funny. Loved his character in the movie. Loved that he, really, you couldn't take him too seriously, and he was one of the things that made this movie awesome. He was definitely really, really good. Zoe Saldana as Gamora. I really liked her character. She is supposedly Thanos' daughter, but she's actually not Thanos' daughter. She's actually an orphan from an alien world who was trained by Thanos to be his personal assassin. And I thought her character was definitely very, very interesting. I liked that at first she was very, tough and everything, and I liked that Star-Lord, Peter, got her out of her comfort zone and actually made her, actually hang loose and have some fun, actually. I really liked her character. I thought she was definitely very good. Probably Zoe Saldana's best performance, in my opinion, definitely. I really loved her performance in the movie. She did a great job. Absolutely fantastic performance from her. Loved her acting in the movie. She was definitely very, very good. Definitely one of my favorites in the movie by far. Really, really good. Then you have Dave Bautista as Drax. He was also very good. He doesn't come till a little bit later in the movie. I liked his character, definitely. You really fell for his character, because he was actually in search of vengeance against Ronan, because Ronan killed his family, his wife and his daughter, and, he's seeking revenge on Ronan, and I just thought he was a very interesting character, in my opinion. You really felt bad for him. Definitely was very, very good in the movie. Very funny as well towards the end of the movie. Definitely very good. Really enjoyed his acting. However, the star of this movie, the guy that steals the show, is two people. Vin Diesel as Groot and Bradley Cooper as Rocket. These two are some of the funniest characters I've seen in any movie this year. Probably the funniest characters I've seen in any movie this year. It's, not as funny as 22 Jump Street, but still, they were very, very great in this movie. Bradley Cooper as Rocket. This is by far one of Bradley Cooper's best performances. He steals the show in this movie. He is a raccoon, but he's so badass to watch. I mean, he's one of those guys that loves to play with weapons. He loves to play with weapons. He is going to be the next, big animated movie character. Definitely, can we give this, raccoon a spin-off? I definitely feel like he deserves his own spin-off movie. I don't know if they're gonna do that, if Marvel would really do that, but I feel like definitely Rocket, he is so funny. He could have just he was so funny that he could have just carried the whole movie, and I would have been fine with that, because he was absolutely fantastic in this role. Absolutely hilarious. Every time he was on screen, I loved his character. He had some of the funniest lines in the movie. Just so funny. Loved his character. Absolutely hilarious. He was just fantastic. And we'll talk about a few other people. Vin Diesel as Groot. I am Groot. I loved his character. I thought he was very, very good in the movie. He is basically a tree-like humanoid, but the only 3 words he can say is, I am Groot, because in his world, that's, illegal. And I really liked his character. I thought he was definitely very, very good. Even though the 3 words were, I am Groot, he was a very good character, very badass, very, very funny, especially because every time he talks, he's saying, I am Groot, and we have no idea what he's saying, and he was just very, very good in the movie. Thought he was definitely really good, and I really enjoyed his acting in the movie. Definitely really great acting from him. And then Lee Pace played Ronan. I mean, Lee Pace, as always, does a great job. *Halt and Catch Fire*, *Pushing Daisies*. This is another great performance from Lee Pace. I thought he was a very good villain. In my opinion, probably the best villain of the year. I thought he was definitely the best villain out of all the Marvel movies I've seen this year. Such a great villain. This guy was really menacing. I mean, most of the movie is not meant to be taken very seriously. However, when Ronan was on screen, he was very menacing, just like a villain should be. Really loved his character. Really, really great acting from him. He was absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. And I think the only other person I'll talk about is Michael Rooker as Yondu. He is basically the person that kidnapped Peter and raised him, throughout most of his life. He was definitely very good. I really liked his character in the movie. I liked that he was sort of a father figure to Peter. At the same time, though, he was sort of like his best friend as well. I thought it was definitely a very good character, and I really enjoyed his acting in the movie. Definitely very, very good. He was absolutely fantastic. And I think that's really all the people I'll talk about. Glenn Close was really good. John C. Reilly, Benicio del Toro as the Collector. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about the Collector when we get to spoilers. But, yeah, so the acting is absolutely fantastic. Let's get to the directing of this movie. The director of this movie is James Gunn, and he set the tone perfectly in this movie. Again, this movie is not really meant to be taken seriously, and honestly, that was a great move, because if this movie was taken seriously, it'd be really boring. Again, the plot is really interesting, but that's because the way the movie is. You know, the movie could be very boring, but because it's so funny, I think that's what makes the movie work so well, because if it was meant to be taken seriously, I couldn't take this seriously. They know we can't take it seriously, so they decided to make it really funny, and it works really, really well, and I thought they did a great job with that, definitely. You know, James Gunn definitely set the tone really, really well. I thought he did a really great job setting the tone of the movie. He was definitely really, really good, and I really enjoyed his directing the movie. Definitely really, really good directing from him. Cinematography, probably the best cinematography I've seen in a Marvel movie this year. Absolutely amazing cinematography. Love the cinematography in this movie. Great cinematography, just love it. The editing this movie flew by so fast. It was 2 hours and it felt like an hour. It was like this quick. I'm like, seriously, it's already over? I was into the movie so much that I thought it was an hour into the movie. I'm like, oh, it's already over. I mean, the editing was absolutely perfect in the movie, and just great editing. Of course, this movie is going to have a sequel, which I'm going to talk about, and speaking of that sequel, we are going to get into some spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy, so if you guys have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy, which I highly recommend you guys do, go to your local theater, go see Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a terrific movie. It's a movie that I think all of you should definitely check out. It's a very, very good movie. It's very, very funny. It's very badass. Definitely check it out. Let's get to the spoilers. Alright, biggest thing we have to talk about is, of course, when Groot died. I was like, oh my god. I mean, when they had the balls to kill off Groot, I thought that was great because they had the balls to kill off Groot like that. Even though he was a plant and I knew he'd come back to life because he was a plant, the second that he died, it was like, holy shit, they have a lot of balls to do that, and I was actually very happy that they decided to go ahead and kill off Groot. I thought that was just a very risky move, not really something I would have expected them to do, but I thought it was very well done in my opinion. I thought they executed it very well, and I really enjoyed that about the movie. I liked that, again, they had a lot of balls to do that, and that was very well done in my opinion. Of course, Groot did come back to life, so that was good. The other big thing in the movie, of course, was, Ronan's demise. That final scene, that was awesome to watch. I thought that was really awesome. Really loved that about the movie. That was awesome stuff right there. I love that. Now, of course, we do finally find out what is in that box. You know, that present from Peter's mother. You know, that whole movie, he's like, don't open the box because he never saved it. He reads that letter, and that letter really is one of the saddest moments in the movie, definitely. I love that this movie, while most of it is a comedy, there are serious moments in the movie which I really did like, because if the movie didn't have serious moments, I wouldn't be able to care for any of the characters, and the movie does get us to care for them, definitely. But the other, the thing I really, do like about the movie, definitely, is, when he opened that box, and he saw that tape from his mother, and it said Awesome Mix Volume 2, really enjoy that. Also, the score to this movie is absolutely fantastic. I love the score to this movie. One of the best scores, of the year so far. So many great 60s and 70s classic songs like Hooked on a Feeling. So many fun songs to listen to. I thought the songs set the movie perfectly. I thought they did a great job setting the songs, in the movie. Definitely really, really great with that. Really love that about the movie. Really, really great job in terms of the songs go. And, of course, the last thing we have to talk about is that final post-credit scene, which literally had my jaw on the floor. Of course, before we had that really funny post-credit scene with Baby Groot dancing, I thought that was definitely very funny. And I love the way the movie ends, too. It just ends with, with Peter saying, what are we going to do next? And they decide that they're going to go in and basically just see what their next mission is, and they're going to be the best of friends. And I just love that. I love that they became their own little family. Definitely really, really great. But basically, at the end of the movie, the Collector wakes up from that attack, that he just had. All of the things he has collected are gone. And who does he see? Howard the Duck. I literally was like, oh my god. When they showed Howard the Duck, I was like, yep, it's gonna be really, really funny in the next one. The thing is, though, Howard the Duck, now that is considered one of the worst movies of all time. However, considering the tone of Guardians of the Galaxy, I think they can pull it off. I think they can pull it off very, very well. I think if they really tried it, they could pull it off, and I have proof that he is going to be in the next movie. You guys could say to me, oh, they're just joking, that's just a funny thing. No, I have proof that he's going to be in the next movie. The proof is basically that he's going to be in the next movie because Howard the Duck is going to be in a comic of Guardians of the Galaxy. So, definitely, it's going to be interesting to, see how they do that. I'm thinking Howard the Duck's going to join the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's going to be interesting to see, definitely, what they decide to do here. But, definitely, we're looking forward to that. Love that they put Howard the Duck in there. One of the best parts of the movie, definitely. I love that so much. Great, great twist. I thought that was very, very funny about the movie. And, one of the things that Marvel still does best is post-credit scenes. I mean, definitely that was a really great post-credit scene. Very funny, and very funny the way it worked out, but I thought it was a great post-credit scene because it's like, Howard the Duck is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy. I was not expecting that at all. And I'm glad I did no further research because I would have gotten that spoiled for me. I've gotten spoiled about post-credit scenes before, but this I did not get spoiled about, which I was very happy about. That's basically it for my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, the only other thing I will say is that this movie does a lot of things right. This movie definitely provides, what a leader is. Peter Quill is everything a leader should be. Peter Quill is going to be one, and, the other thing I forgot to say about the spoilers, is that, of course, when we found out that his name is Star-Lord because that is the name his mother gave him, that was absolutely amazing when we found that out. I mean, I just thought that was great when we found out that his name was Star-Lord because that was the name his mother gave him. But this movie is absolutely amazing. I encourage all of you to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. It is an amazing movie. See it in IMAX as well. I saw it in IMAX 3D. Definitely worth it. Very, very good in IMAX 3D. Definitely worth it. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Awesome movie. Can't wait to see it again. I really want to see it again. I can't wait to get the Blu-ray. Definitely. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait for it. I mean, can't wait to get the Blu-ray when it comes out. But definitely check out Guardians of the Galaxy. Amazing movie. Loved it to death. It is absolutely fantastic, and all of you must see it. That's basically my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, again, by the way, guys, if you're not a fan of Marvel movies, you'll actually enjoy this movie. Because, again, this movie's not meant to be taken seriously. And I think if someone is not a fan of Marvel movies and they don't really like those kind of movies, they'll still enjoy this movie. Because the way it's done is very, very good. In a way that everyone will really like it. So I really like that about the movie, definitely. That's it for my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next review, which will be my review for the series premiere of Outlander. So I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.